interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Yeah, 449 episodes on the air. Ignore that lower third right down there, because obviously he's not here yet. None of you are either, apparently. There's no chat activity going on. I don't know, man. We got a big show coming up tonight. What's up? Lint? Who you calling Lint? What the fuck? Lint. I'm rocking your t-shirt over here. I don't know what the hell you mean by lint. I got a bastard shirt going tonight. Playing with bastard this Friday night. Playing with bastard in July at the punk rock prom. It's going to be a good time. We got Scott for get Scott for $4.50. I look like lint. Where the fuck did this come from? Anyway. I have actually just talked to Scott, and I am going to be on the return of Here's the Thing next Tuesday at 6 p.m. He's got special guest Zach Ward on the show. Here's the Thing, Scott Leffler's show that used to be on Mondays is now on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. It's going to be a mix of pre-recorded and live, I think. But either way, I've been talking to Scott about coming on the show next week to talk about episode 450. So Scott will probably not be on the ThinkSoJoE show, but I will probably be on Here's the Thing. My buddy that talked to you last night. Okay. I remember talking to your buddy last night. He asked me who won the fight. I said, man, it was a draw. I don't know I didn't hear no bell. I asked him if he was coming to Green Jello. I told him what time it was. He said, man, I got to get up at 6 in the morning. All right, then probably don't come to Green Jello. Yeah, I'm at Bouncing Souls last night trying to arrange to let other bands use our gear at this show on Friday night, because, the Tuesday before a show on a Friday is usually the best time to do this. But no, we got it all. I think we got it all situated. Yeah. Anyway, Bouncing Souls last night was amazing. They put on another hell of a performance. I've seen them in 3 different venues now, and it's crazy because I saw them, they were super popular. They've been super popular for 20 years now. And the first time I saw him was at, what do you call it? The Rec Room. No, not the Rec Room. Yeah, the Rec Room, which is a tiny fucking place. Get Adam from Canada to be on 450. Do I know an Adam from Canada? I refer to that guy as Bastard's #1 fan and also Bear Mace. I could see that. I don't think I know it. I don't think I actually, me personally know a guy named Adam from Canada. I know an Adrian from Canada. I know a G from Canada, but I don't know an Adam. But yeah, Bouncing Souls were amazing, of course. H2O, that was my first time seeing H2O, and I know, my one friend is super into them, so... And the girl that was standing next to me, she's just, super into them. Oh, try and get Toby to come over here. I'm like, I don't know what would attract Toby. I think that's the guy's name, right? Toby? I'm like, I don't know if that, I don't know what I would do to make sure I find it. I'm sure you can find an Adam from Canada. I'm sure I probably could. I know of an Adam from Canada, but I have talked to him once, but I would not consider us friends. In a sense of I could be like, hey, you want to come on the podcast? Anyway, so H2O, the girl next to me, she's super into them. She's trying to get the singer to come over and like, because he's like over in the center of the stage, like coming off the stage and standing up on the guardrail. So she wants him, there's a platform right in front of us. So she wants him to come over. Like, come, get him to come over here. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to, like, I don't know what's going to attract him over here. And she's like, you're here for the Bouncing Souls. I was like, yeah. And she says, oh. And then she switched places with some dude that was next on the other side of her. And then the dude comes over and stands right up in front of me on the platform. I'm like, that's all he had to do. That's all we had to do was get her away from here. That's how you get him over here. She ended up going home with a set list, so that was cool. And then Dave House, I don't think I'm saying that right, but he was pretty cool. Dave House and the Mermaid, pretty cool band. But the opening band, they're from Jersey. They're called School Drugs, and they were just like one of the most energetic bands I have ever seen. Like they are just running back and forth across the stage and just like nonstop for the whole duration of their 30 or 45 minutes or whatever it was they had. Just going crazy and you know, Joe, when are you going to get your ticket for Green Jello? Time is right. I need to buy a ticket from you, actually. Not for me, though. So, yeah. I'll talk to you later about that, because I do need to get a ticket for family. So, but not my family, but somebody else's. Somebody in the band's family needs a ticket, so we'll get you a ticket. We'll get a ticket from you. Anyway. Time is running out to buy tickets for Green Jello Friday night. Super fucking late. What is it? Doors at 9 or some shit, right? I got it right here. As soon as it refreshes on me. Doors at 9 p.m. 21 plus at Nietzsche's. That's going to be a long night, but hey, I'm looking forward to it. It's always a blast playing with Green Jello. And staying up till 3 in the fucking morning because I'm playing with Green Jello. And they're borrowing our drum kit, so we can't just leave in the middle of their set. Yeah, it's all good, man. I don't know. I might be able to get it from you tonight. I don't know. Doors open at 2 a.m. I mean, Green Jello would probably prefer if doors opened at 2 a.m. From what I understand, Bill does not like to go on stage before midnight, and their current scheduled time is like 12:30. And we are playing on that same stage right before them. We're doing alternating stages, but we're playing that stage right before Green Jello. Green Jello's borrowing our drum kit. Again, which they borrowed our drum kit when we played with them in Rochester, and we're like, this was a terrible idea. And then when they asked again, we're like, oh yeah, hey, let's do it again. So yeah, we're doing it again. We could do, yeah. Hit me up later with like your Venmo or something, and leave it at will call, and I'll make sure they get it. Sunday Rain tonight, yes, we're playing Sunday Rain tonight. There's a Sunday Rain reunion show going on this weekend. I invited somebody to it, but they were unavailable, so they're not going. And I'm like, man, that means like if I go, I got to find a way home. I don't know, what night is this? Is Saturday? Is that when the show is? That's not even what I'm looking at. What am I looking at? I don't even have the show open. I am unprepared. They're playing Saturday at 10 p.m. Sunday Rain comeback show live at Jackrabbit, which is a 10 p.m. start time? 10 p.m. doors? Is that what it is? 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday Rain comeback show live at Jackrabbit. Why is it on discussion? I need about. Sunday Rain is back, louder, stronger than ever, high energy, Sunday 3rd. 2 hours of raw, unapologetic rock, $5 at the door. That starts at 10 o'clock. You got me? You got me? Yeah. I got it right here, Saturday at 10 p.m. You got me. Yeah. I had the page open. I always have the pages open, but I must have clicked off it at some point. Probably just trying to find the music and just never came back to the page. or trying to find the page so I could tag it in, because like some of these, like if a Facebook page has like a custom URL, right? Like facebook.com/Living Braindead, right? If that's the case, I could just put @Living Braindead and it'll pop up with the page. But if they don't have one, and this appears to be a new Sunday Rain page, not the old one. So if they don't have a custom URL, which this one doesn't, I hit like @Sunday Rain, it's not gonna take me there necessarily unless I follow the page. So I had to probably click off of the event page, follow the page, and then just never went back to the event page. But yeah, 10 p.m. start on Saturday night. It's going to be a good time. Anything Michael Delano does is pretty pretty good, pretty epic. It's better than anything I'm going to do. And I'm opening for Green Jello the night before. What about the guy with the lovely voice? He was on the earlier shows. I forgot his name. You talking about Andrew? I could get Andrew on the show. Let me hit him up and be like, "Yo, you want to come do the show?" I don't know if he will. I can hit him up though. What, that your son is talented? Yeah, that's not a secret. That's never been a secret. Ever since the first time we booked him when he was just playing some blues songs on by himself on stage at Mohawk, it was just like, where the hell did this kid come from? Like, he's so freaking talented. And just being able to just see him evolve and into just this, like, what he is now, just as talented as he is now, and the music he plays now, and the bands he's in now is just like, I mean, I'm proud of the kid, and he ain't my kid, you know. So I can imagine how you feel. Andrew could read the dictionary, and Laura would be hooked. Yeah, I mean, I could see if he'll come on. I don't know if he's got anything to plug. I wouldn't mind having him on. I know he's doing his solo stuff now, just like I'm doing solo stuff now. Except, and I don't think either one of us are playing our solo shit out live, because we're just like, oh, hey, this is all studio stuff. What? Oh, the heart. I just saw it because, like, down here it just says Joe. Up there it shows me the heart. Yeah. Ah, he's a good kid. You should be proud of your boy. He's always been cool to me, and I always try to go out of my way if I know he's playing somewhere near where I am. I will try to catch him. But yeah, I mean, all the bands today except maybe mine, are really good. I was checking out the first two bands we're playing today. I've never heard of them before I started researching for the show. Joe, what color do you get if you mix white and white together? You get more white. You have to remember, I do art. So I ran into my ex-wife the other day. Speaking of art. So the joke going into me doing that art gallery at the beginning of this month was, my ex-wife is a very talented artist, and she has never done an art gallery. So when I got asked to do an art gallery, the joke was from The Simpsons, where Homer becomes an artist and gets his own gallery, which was Marge's dream. And he goes, "Oh, isn't that great, Marge? It's like Marge's dream come true for me. Isn't that great, Marge? For me." And that was the joke heading into me doing that art gallery. And I hadn't talked to my ex-wife, second ex-wife. Thank you, Laura. Anyway, I hadn't talked to her since like last August. Like, there was a point where my kid and I were just like, is she even still alive? Like, has anybody heard from her? Is she okay? But she hit me. She reappeared on Instagram, and she was liking some of my paintings and stuff. And I happened to be leaving my house as she was near my house over the weekend, and I was like, because she asked me if I could be a reference for an apartment for her, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. You're not gonna destroy the place, sure, whatever. So when I was texting her about this, she's like, yeah, I'm on my way there right now. I'm like, wait. She tells me where the place is. I'm like, wait, where are you? And so I had her get off the bus. We walked the rest of the way to the house she was looking at, the apartment. And she was like, yeah, it's so awesome that you got to do that. But part of me is like, yep, I know. I know it's like Marge's dream come true, but for me. Isn't that great, Marge? For me. So, which I love getting to make Simpsons references, knowing that I'm wearing a Simpsons reference on my chest right now. Bastard, bastard, bastard. The ex-wife, you dressed up. No, she didn't dress up as Nikki Bella. She dressed up as AJ Lee. Did she dress up as Nikki Bella? I don't know. I don't remember her dressing up as Nikki Bella. We did the CM Punk and AJ Lee thing. Or no. She didn't dress as AJ. She dressed as Lita, which was Punk's ex-girlfriend. I don't know. This is... shit's ridiculous. I don't know. She pops in and out of my life every now and then, and it's just like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah. I missed whatever happened because there was some crazy guy at work trying to break into our cars. Oh, shit. Damn, dude. Dude, I'm walking home one day. Like, I don't remember where I was coming home from, but I'm walking up the street, and I just see these 3 kids, and they are just trying to open every car door on the street. Just, like, they're not trying to break into cars, but they're trying to, like, if they open the door, they're probably going to take some shit. And they're just doing this shit right in front of me. And finally, I'm just like, yo, you guys know I can see you, right? Like... I ain't gonna yell at you for doing the shit you're doing. Just, be smarter about it. Especially because, like, every other house on this street has a fucking camera on it. Like, they're gonna get caught if they take anything, but... Unfortunately, I gotta be working today on my day off, because end of month. Yeah, understandable. Understandable. It is the last day of April, which means... It's gonna be May. Sorry. Anyway. I wonder if John has texted me in the meantime while we're waiting, because the door is, in fact, unlocked for him today. And he is pretty damn late today. And he has not texted me. He sent me a reel or something on Instagram, like 25 minutes before the show started. But, yeah. And then, so that was my Sunday, was hanging out with my ex-wife, who's walking, like, super fucking fast. And I keep having to be like, slow the fuck down. Nah, he'll get here when he gets here. It's good. You don't need to call him. If I was that concerned, I'd call him. He'll be here. Or somebody would have told me already that he wasn't coming, but there's no indication of that, so I like just calling John to fuck with him. I mean, that's always fun, right? Yeah. What the fuck did I do Saturday? Saturday, I went to the Caz for the first time. I think that was Saturday. I had band practice, and then I went to the Caz Friday night. What the fuck did I do Saturday night? I went to Niagara Falls. Oh, yeah, let me talk about that. Saturday night, I went to Niagara Falls because our homeboys in Atlas Rain were playing. And we hadn't seen Atlas Rain before. Our homeboy, Sam. And we're just like, yeah, okay, we'll come see Sam. And that's it. We're gonna come see Sam, and we're gonna go home because Niagara Falls. So we go to the show. We get there a little bit before the end of the band before Atlas Rain. I don't know what the band was called, but the first thing I see when I walk in the door is the lead singer up there, and he goes, "All right, Buffalo, this is your last chance," right? Like, your last chance to get in the pit. And I turn to John. I'm like, 1, we're in Niagara Falls. 2, there's 2 more bands after this. I'm pretty sure we got another chance to get in a mosh pit. Like, I don't. That wasn't a very well thought out statement by that vocalist. Like, and also being from Niagara Falls, it irks me when bands at a show in Niagara Falls go, "What's up, Buffalo?" I mean, like, I've been to shows in Buffalo where, I'm pretty sure rap shows mostly for this, but where the artist just goes, "What's up, New York?" And it's like, okay, you know what? I can forgive that because technically we're in New York State. Technically, we are in New York. We are not in New York City. We're nowhere near New York City, but we are in New York. So technically, they're not wrong. Band in Niagara Falls going, "What's up, Buffalo?" Not, like, come on, man. You should do better. You're in Niagara Falls. That's not Buffalo. I saw an article a few years ago that was like, "Oh, here's the top 10 things to do in Buffalo. Hint, spoiler, it's not Niagara Falls." It's like, well, Niagara Falls is in Niagara Falls. So that wouldn't be a thing to do in Buffalo anyway. John says he's going to be late. No, you're kidding. We're 20 minutes into the show and you're just telling me you're going to be, I know you're going to be late. Anyway. So I'm making fun of this guy to John and, my boys in XM Priory because they were all there. And then Sam's band goes up on stage. And the first thing out of Sam's mouth, "All right, Buffalo." I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, I don't even live there anymore, and I am offended that you were saying, "What's up, Buffalo," when you're on stage in Niagara Falls. Like, you do know that there is a, you're 35 minutes away from Buffalo, bro. That's not Buffalo. Of course, then if I go see a band at Darien Lake and they say Buffalo, I don't complain about that. But I don't live in fucking Darien Center. And I don't know. You'd be an hour. Okay, cool. I got this. I got this. I did a lot of shit in the last week I could talk about. So, but yeah, we're just watching Atlas Rain, and he just keeps going, "All right, Buffalo. Hey, what's up, Buffalo? Yo, what's up, Buffalo?" And finally, after his set was over, I walk right up to him. I'm like, "Sam, people in Niagara Falls get like super offended when you call out Buffalo on stage." He goes, "I don't care." All right, fair enough. Just empty your pockets and throw it at him for saying, "Yeah." Like, dude, we, the ultimate betrayal was STEM, right? Because STEM, they were our neighbors, man. Like, they lived in Niagara Falls, and we would go see them literally once a month down at the American Legion on Pine Avenue in the Pine Plaza there. And then you'd go see them at another show and outside of Niagara Falls, and they'd just be like, "Oh, we're STEM from Buffalo, New York." Like, what? No, you guys live in Niagara Falls. You're not from Buffalo. Every single time every single time that my old band played, because we were mostly from Niagara Falls, every time we would play, "Yo, what's up? We're ThinkSoJoE from Niagara Falls, New York." Living Braindead, we're from Buffalo. Most of us live here. There's only one outlier, and he's going to be an hour late for today's podcast. And, yeah. So that was my Saturday night, was just yelling at bands. John just left. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. He'll be here when he gets here. No worries. I ain't mad about it. I can do the show. I've done 2-hour shows by myself, so I can do a whole hour by myself. Even if Laura's telling everybody, "Stop typing." But yeah, so that was my Saturday. We stopped in to see my friend John at work, because he wanted to hang out Friday night and I was busy, and he wanted to hang out this Friday night and I'm busy. I live in Tonawanda. Would you consider that Buffalo or just I would, if I were there, I would shout out Tonawanda. I don't think I ever said Buffalo when I played at Stamps. I'm pretty sure I just said Tonawanda or just Stamps. I mean, you're a local, if you're on a local show and you're a local band and you aren't really doing the touring thing, you can just shout out the venue. That's fine too. "What's up, Evening Star?" That would have been fine. "What's up, Niagara Falls?" That would have been cool. But what's up, Buffalo, when you're in Niagara Falls? Eh, that doesn't work for me, man. And again, a lot of that is probably 29 years lived in Niagara Falls and having to deal with every band that came through Rapids or Evening Star or wherever, just going, what's up, Buffalo? And just like, we're not in Buffalo. I don't live in Buffalo. But now I live in Buffalo, and I'm like, don't fucking compare us to Niagara Falls. What the fuck is wrong with you? I saw H2O last night, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we were at Niagara Falls yesterday. And I was like, oh shit, I lived there for 29 years. And the guitar player just looks at me and goes, I'm sorry. They should have just said what's up. They should have said what's up, New York. I would have been fine with that. Absolutely fine with that, because technically we're in New York. Yeah, America too, whatever. Shout out America. We're in America. But like literally shouting out Buffalo when you're in Niagara Falls would be like shouting out Canada when you're in the United States. Because there's literally that much of a difference between Niagara, because it's literally closer. Niagara Falls is literally closer to Canada than it is to Buffalo. So, like, you might as well shout out Canada. What's up, Ontario? You know, it bugs me. It shouldn't bug me, because I don't live there anymore. But it's like, that Falls kid in me just comes out like, oh no, I'm fucking offended now. Like I don't even live here and I'm offended by this, because especially how many fucking times Sam said Buffalo. And I guess his other vocalist is from Clarence, or Arcade or something. I think Arcade. And he said, like, I called him out in a comment on a post that he made, and she put some kind of emoji, and he goes, oh, just for that, I'm doing it in Arcade too. So, like, I don't know, man. I just, it's weird to me. It's always been, what's up, North Hemisphere? Yeah. I would do that. I'll do that at Green Jello. I'll do that Green Jello. I'm gonna find out the latitude and longitude of Nietzsche's and just shout that out. Maybe the punk rock prom. I don't think I'll memorize it by Green Jello. I gotta finish up work tonight. We gotta go grab gear, and then I gotta get all my guitars and shit ready. So I'll be busy the next couple of days. But yeah, I don't know why it bugged me, but it bugged me. But before we went there, we went and visited my buddy John at work, because he's been trying to hang out with me. I've been busy, and so it's like, oh, let's go visit John at work. We got time. So we pop in, and what I didn't realize is my old neighbor, who I've successfully been able to avoid for the last, like, 10 years, is living at the hotel now. So I'm just like, and she came to the desk while I was standing there. So I saw her and, like, quickly turned around, and I'm hiding my face like this, you know, like, I got my arm up, like, and she finally leaves the desk, and, like, apparently she came back down right after John and I left. So it's like, oh, good, we avoided her. Like, this woman used to come into the first hotel I worked at, because she was planning her wedding with her husband. And, like, they would sit at our, you know, they'd sit in the lobby and do, you know, wedding planning shit. And every now and then I'd just hear her fucking screaming at him. You know, guy's dead now, so he's probably in a better place, honestly. But yeah, anyway, coming up on this is tomorrow night, I believe. Let's see, tomorrow night at Milky's on Elmwood, it is the Big Lonesome from Boston, Massachusetts, with special guests Lonestar Sailing and Bird Dog live at Milky's. Milky's is proud to be a place that welcomes an amazing variety of diverse acts from all over the country. On May 1st, we welcome Boston's own Chad from the Big Lonesome, Chad from the Boston indie rock band. The Big Lonesome returns to Buffalo as part of a spring solo tour to celebrate the release of the band's fourth record, Modern Trauma. Big Lonesome has been releasing music and touring independently since 2009, winning over diehard fans one room, one song, and one show at a time. With special guests Lonestar Sailing, If Pearl Jam and the Wallflowers Had an Americana Baby, And Bird Dog, Indie, Alternative, and Americana. It's 21 plus with ID, $10 at the door. Doors at 7:30, music at 8. That's at Nietzsche's at 528 Elmwood Avenue here in Buffalo, not Niagara Falls. And this is Lonestar Sailing, and this song is called Scarlet, White, and Gold on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
wide awake and cold. Could you ease my
That was Lonestar Sailing on all WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. I hit the wrong foot switch. Apparently, the crazy guy breaking into cars said that they think Max is one of the aliens from Men in Black. I could see it. I could see you need one of them thingies that the Men in Black have to erase the guy's memory. Maybe they'll stop breaking into your car. Your cars. Anyway. Lonestar Sailing. Check them out tomorrow night at Milky's. 7:30 p.m. doors and 8 p.m. music. $10 at the door. 21 plus with ID. Along with Bird Dog and Chad from the Big Lonesome. Out of Boston, Massachusetts. Sounds like a... I mean, I dug that song. It was pretty good. I don't know if it's enough to draw me into Milky's, but especially because I got a show to get ready for. So you did not win the Follow Friday. Did you win the Follow Friday? I didn't even pay attention to the Follow Friday. I don't even know. Let's see. I was notifications. Nope, was still me. Follow Friday would have done a WrestleMania roast better than what we actually got. That's what the category was. I don't know if this is just a normal day. I've seen so much weird shit in sales. Yeah. Dude, I worked at Office Max and like just normal routine day, and just two people just walk in the front door, grab two computer monitors, bolt right back out the front door. Didn't find them. They vanished. Poof. They were gone. Stole two computer monitors right out the front door. But yeah. So yeah, I already told you about my Saturday night. Friday night, I checked out this venue over here, the Kaz, which I've been wanting to go to, but their shows are like super pricey. This one was no exception. I paid $25 to go see Uncle Ben's Remedy, who play around here all the time. I could probably see them for cheaper. The band that opened for them, the Tradesmen, were really, really good. I didn't know what to expect. My friend I was supposed to meet up with didn't show up until after, like, a couple of songs into the Tradesmen set. And doors were at, I think, like 6. And the music was supposed to start at 8. So I think doors were 6:30. I don't know, whatever it was. I'm like, I'm not showing up that damn early if the music doesn't start until way later. So I ended up, I rolled in like 7:15, 7:25, something like that. And then the music didn't end up starting until like 8:25. My friend didn't show up until a couple of songs into the music. And like, I'll say the Tradesmen, their first song was pretty slow. It was pretty droning, but it was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it was slow. It was droning. It was like, I could probably, this is probably not a good example because I used to go to sleep listening to Slipknot, but I could fall asleep listening to it. I still go to sleep listening to like pop music in my headphones. But once they finished that first song, they kicked into this like super amazing cover of Groove Is in the Heart by D-Light. And I'm like, yo, this is okay, this is good. And then like the rest of the set was just that energy, just that good. And just really amazing. Uncle Ben's Remedy killed it like they normally do. So I was like, but I had like an hour to kill before the music started, so I'm just looking around this venue. I am pretty sure I had been in there when it was a bank. It's a converted bank into a venue. The stage is really nice. They got a couple of big screens right next to on either side of the stage. I should cover the Bro Job. I should hear the Bro Job cover of WAP. I'll have to check it out. A couple of big screens on either side of the stage. And the stage monitors are elevated. And I'm pretty sure that it was Ripe Audio that did the sound setup there, and probably also the lights. They're the same ones that did Nietzsche's, the new setup over at Nietzsche's. I don't know if I would like the elevated monitors, but they were like way up. They were above the audience, so like there's nothing on stage except for the band and their equipment. But sound was really amazing, at least in the audience. I don't know how it sounded on stage. I should have asked my friend who was playing trumpet with them. But with the Tradesmen, really nice venue, and the coat room is the old bank vault. So you just, when you walk in, it's right directly across from the front door. There's a you can see the old bank vault door, which was, I'm just like, yo, look at that. That's so cool. Like my friend and her friend got there. I'm just like, yo, check that out. The coat room is the old bank vault. That's awesome. But it's a nice little setup of that. They got a balcony in there. For you can sit up there. You can pay extra and sit up there. You should check out Bro Job singing Garth Brooks. I was actually listening to Garth Brooks before I went to that show on Friday. But yeah, the venue was really nice. Like it was, it just sucks that it's only like, more prestige bands that play there. It's not a punk venue.
What's up, Niagara Falls?
Fucking
What's
hell.
going on? Glad to be here.
Already told that story.
I know, I heard it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were in the chat for a minute there. Yeah, I'm talking about the Caz right now. You weren't there with me, but it was a nice little venue.
Was that in Green Bay?
No, Green Bay. It's right around the corner here.
I know.
I got you. You got a little cover there to put on your soda. Right here. You just pop it right on, right over, like with this, right over the mouthpiece there, and then just there you go. Click it right on. There you go. There you go. Now we're not gonna get ants in here. I haven't seen one in like weeks. We're good. Anyway. Yeah, welcome. I told the story of us going to Niagara Falls. I also told the story of us almost seeing my old neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Me like looking at you like trying not to let her see me.
Oh yeah. What I missed?
I started talking about the Caz and how nice of a venue it is, and how the old bank vault is the coat room, and and I talked about the Bouncing Souls show that you couldn't go to, but was an amazing show. The opening band, School Drugs, they shared my reel, my Instagram story that I posted.
Jill, get off my shit! I haven't seen that picture in a long time.
Oh, that's her? That wasn't you?
No, that wasn't me. Jill, get off my shit!
I honestly thought it was you.
No, you guys gonna post that picture of me with hair?
I don't know, man. I can't see what the picture's so tiny, man. It's like this big.
Yeah, it's me with glasses and my hair.
Plus, also, I'm looking up there.
It's me in a ponytail. I had a ponytail.
I'll make it up to you. You're giving me $1,000.
Yo,
Hey, look,
bitch!
look.
Get off my Facebook.
Hey, I could use that money right now. The Pretty Reckless is in town next Tuesday, and Sublime and Interrupters tickets go on sale
That's
Friday.
not me. That's an imposter.
Sublime and Interrupters tickets go on sale Friday. So,
Listen, get off my damn. Where do you get that picture anyway? How do you set this shit up? Damn CSI crap she does.
to be fair, I could do that too.
She tried hacking my phone the other day
Again?
without using my phone.
Without using your phone?
I did drop the phone. Didn't shatter though. Thank God for the screen protector. I still got that line though.
Yeah, I loaned this dude a phone.
Fuck you, Maximo! Wait till Friday.
Maximo's one of the aliens from Men in Black, apparently.
Well, wait till Friday. I'm gonna go up this.
I saw some dude last night. He comes up to me and says, "Hey, aren't you in the Living Braindead?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Who won that fight?"
Nobody won.
I was like, "It was a no contest, man. I didn't hear
Nobody
no bell."
won. Wait till I see Maximo. I'm gonna need a stepladder so I could get up to his face and say, "Fuck you, Maximo!" And I get down and I'll give you the stepladder back.
I'm in the fucking Green Jello group chat for the show on Friday, and
That ain't me.
let me see what was this punk rock prom group chat. I got so many damn group chats now because we're playing shows. So I said anybody that wants to use my amp can use my amp. Rosie goes, "Thanks, Joe. You're the best. Glad I put you on the show, even though I'm still waiting on a fucking barbecue." And Maximo goes, "I second that. Where's the barbecue, Joe? Is it gonna be Bill's birthday surprise?" And I'm just like I can't even be on a Green Jello show without this shit. Without this fucking barbecue shit.
Huh. You learn something new with the band every day. My other band, sorry.
Your other band?
Yeah.
There's nothing going on with my other band. My other band is We're gonna do shit when we feel like doing shit.
I'm trying to get a couple of shows in New York.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 You gonna go there and be like, "What's up, Niagara Falls?"
No, I had to say something else.
I said what I want to do for not this show coming up because like I don't there's no way I'm gonna memorize it by then because I got so much other shit to do between now and then. But for the next show after that, I'm gonna find out the coordinates of the venue, like the actual like latitude and longitude. And I'm gonna shout that out.
I didn't hack your phone. Bullshit. I won. Stop making. You didn't win. I wasn't submitted. I wasn't pinned. So there's no winner. I wasn't knocked out. There's no KO. There was no submission. There was no pin. So I nobody fucking won.
To quote Rocky, I didn't hear no bell.
Yes, I didn't hear no freaking bell. Bring a freaking bell next time. And a ref. And I'll bring the 24/7 title.
You get to deal with these two on Friday if you come out
Yes.
to Green Jello.
Yes.
Super late at night too. You get to deal with these two.
Yes. Yes. Me telling Maximo go fuck himself.
Yeah. No, I ended up standing next to one of Max's friends during one of the bands last night.
Hi, Laura. Wait, what?
I was standing next to one of Max's friends at the show last night.
Yeah.
At the Bouncing Souls show. I think it was like in between bands I was standing next to him, and then I ended up somewhere else. Like I saw Brandon, and Brandon left his spot right at the front of the like right on the guardrail, and I'm like, oh dude, he loves this fucking band. I'm gonna hold his spot for him. So then I took his spot, and then I ended up watching H2O from that spot because he went over to the front of the stage. This girl he knew was standing next to me, like trying to get the singer to come over. And I'm just like, yeah, she's like, get him to come over here. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then I gave her a digital download card and told her to come to Green Jello on Friday.
So I can now beat John before the set. Oh. Hey.
Hi, John. Are you still bald?
Yes.
Still got more hair than me. I didn't shave today, but
No, you can fucking see where it goes.
I can see where your hair goes.
But I'm cleaning it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be skinned tomorrow.
Okay.
Close to you.
Me, I will be skinned on Friday because I mean, I'll probably do it tomorrow too to make it easier on Friday, but I didn't feel like doing it today. I got up late, programmed the show, and then I had to do some voice work because we got shit to do after the show. So, yay. I had to get that shit done because otherwise it wasn't getting done on time.
Mm-hmm.
Change the name of the show to The Bald and Braids. I don't have no braids, though.
Oh, what is this, a soap opera?
Speaking of all WNY shows, just as a reminder that next Tuesday, it's the return of Here's the Thing with Scott Leffler. Returns next Tuesday at 6 p.m. with guest Zach Ward, and I am also kind of maybe going to be on that show next week.
Yeah.
Even though I'm going to be, even though I won't be around next Tuesday, I will probably be on Here's the Thing next Tuesday. So
John is still mad because John is still mad. I still have.
You're
You're lucky. You're lucky. I'm here.
Like,
those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. I still have hair. I haven't lost it yet. It's still growing.
Some guys just can't embrace their baldness. What?
What, you say I got a problem?
You're over here like, I'm so mad I don't have hair. Like, I'm just like, yeah. And?
John's just mad I don't have. Okay. That's exactly what it is. I'm just mad at you because you have hair and I don't.
She says, where? Where do you have hair? I don't want to know.
What's your address? I still have hair. Where? It's right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there.
If you guys didn't know, after the show, you can tune into TBS and watch John defend the AEW World Championship.
Oh,
what? Aren't you John Moxley?
his cousin.
He's like, wait, what? Because he doesn't know he's defending the title. He doesn't like to defend the title. He keeps it in a briefcase. He doesn't.
That's what Sam says. I look like John Moxley now.
Yeah. But Sam also says, "What's up, Buffalo?" when he's playing in Niagara Falls. So
I understand that.
I also have hair. I can put it into a ponytail. John, can you do that?
The old me would be mad. This is a new me. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
Just accept it.
Here
What?
you are, and here you stand.
This is not Frozen. You're not helping.
The cold never bothered you anyway.
Now it does. My hat's cold. What do you think I wear a hat?
Yeah, we're at band practice the other day, and John's like, "My head is cold." I'm like, "You get used to it."
The only hair I got is my face.
I mean, I got more hair than you on my face.
If you shave it and put it on top of your head, you don't have your hair back.
That's true. No, man, my hair was longer than this. I used to have pretty long hair.
I miss my long hair. I miss it. I really do.
You should try Miracle Grow, John. I can almost put my hair in braids, Joe. Can you do that? No.
Oh,
I can put my beard in braids.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You can say all the bald jokes you want, Maximo. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. By the end of the day, I learned to accept it.
He's over here insulting my drummer, and I'm wearing his band T-shirt.
Fuck you, bastards. That's the
Bastard.
news saying. I will never say that to Shambles again. Fuck you, bastard.
Speaking of shambles, guess who texted me today? Guess who texted me to ask me if I was going to Nashville this weekend for the Metallica shows?
Oh, who?
Ryan.
Ryan?
Ryan from Shambles. Yes. Yeah. He texted me like, "Hey man, you happen to be going to Nashville this weekend?" I said, "No, man. I got green jello. I think I'm done with Metallica shows on this tour." And he goes, "Oh man, yeah, my brother had extra tickets. He lives down there, and he was like, come down here and we'll go to the show." So I was giving him like advice on how to get in the snake pit and shit. So hopefully he can get in the snake pit and get some good shots, and hopefully the sound is better for suicidal tendencies for him. Because
I really look at some of the videos and the guitars. He was yelling at the sound guy.
I bet, dude, the sound was
pissed.
fucking horrible for
yelling,
suicidal.
because he had to fix his. I don't know if you saw him crouch down because they had to fix his.
I couldn't see,
his
dude.
pack.
Like, I will say this: like last night, I saw the Bouncing Souls, and I was right up front for most of the show, and it was very nice to have the band right in front of me the entire time, instead of being in the middle of the stage and having to look around and find the fucking band half the time. I love the Snake Pit. It's a great experience, but like, I'd honestly like, I would not pay for that experience. If I get it for free, cool.
Yeah.
Like if I win it, cool. But I wouldn't pay for that experience. I would stand on I would prefer to be outside the stage so I can have everything in front of me.
That song, he was like pointing.
Yeah, dude,
go up, go up.
It was like the sound during their set was just shit.
He was pissed.
And my buddy Jason was in Toronto, and he said that it was way better. He said I heard how bad I was told how bad it was in Syracuse.
Didn't have their sound guy, or
I don't know what the fuck happened. It was awful. Laura says, "John, what color is shaving foam?"
White.
Yeah, white.
I never used it.
I would say white. Maximo says this is a POTUS thing and not a bastard thing. I know this. Yes, I know this. That's fair. That is a fair assessment. What fucking thing am I on? No, that's not what I want. This one? There you go. Like there's a chime in there somewhere. Yeah, no, my shaving foam is white. I do the thing with the brush. I get the shaving brush and the little puck with the shaving cream, and just have to whip it up myself. I like that. I like it. I love it.
There's a lot of famous bald people. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of famous wrestlers.
Yeah. I mean, the two biggest wrestlers in the late 90s were both bald. And then there was Gilbert.
I saw he was in a car with Pat McAfee. Now John needs to say, Kuweka! Kuweka!
Close enough.
Kuweka?
Close enough.
Kuweka?
Clo.
Klo.
And then say the rest of it.
Kuweka?
Yes. There you go. Say it.
Kuweka.
There he goes. He got it.
Kuweka.
He got it.
Kuweka.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. The hell did I do last Thursday? I've been telling the story of my week. I feel like I did something last Thursday, but I might have just sat around doing nothing.
I got thrown into the chair and had them shave my head.
That's right. I was out with no. Where the fuck was I? I was somewhere last Thursday, and I don't remember where the fuck I was.
I think you went out.
No. You know what? That was the day I thought I had to take the cat to the vet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fighting with the fucking cat, trying to get her in the carrier. She is not going. She is not having it.
Oh.
So all these people are just like, I asked, like, how the fuck do I get this cat to go in? And people are like, well, you need to get this stuff, this cat calming spray. And they listed a specific brand, and I found out they had it at Petco. So I went to Petco. That's what I did Thursday. Tried to get my damn cat in the cat carrier so I could take her with her busted up lip to the fucking vet.
Yeah.
Because I saw her Wednesday with a busted lip, and I didn't see her eat at all Wednesday or Thursday or drink. And I'm just like, this cat needs to go to the vet if she's not eating or drinking. Like, if it was just a busted up lip and she's eating or drinking fine, like, yeah, okay. But a medical facility, not vets. What are you, Vince McMahon? Anyway. So I went and bought the stuff Thursday because I was going to try again Friday. Friday, I try again. I tried what everybody said. Everybody said put a towel over her, wrap her up in the towel, and then gently put her in the carrier. And I also sprayed the carrier with the stuff. I followed the instructions. You spray it in each corner of the cage of the carrier 15 minutes before you try to put the cat in. So I wrapped her in a blanket, and I'm trying to carry her over to where I got the carrier, and she wriggles herself free, gets me on the leg, and jets. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. But I happen to see her like eat and drink, so it's like, oh, she's fine. She'll be fine. And now, like, if you look at her now, she doesn't even look like she was injured. So I don't know what the hell happened to this cat. She must have got popped in the mouth. She was probably bullying Squirrel, and Squirrel probably scratched her. So, but she's fine now. So no vet for her.
Then Squirrel attacked you.
Squirrel, yeah, that was Thursday. I was trying to get Reese in the fucking carrier. And she is screaming, she's yelling, she's squirming, she's doing everything she can to get away from me. But I got gardener gloves on, like worker gloves, so she can't scratch through the gloves. I'm wearing a hoodie, and I'm like, I'm getting you in this carrier, I'm getting you in this carrier. And then she's screaming so much that Squirrel runs up and just bam, right in my arm. And sure enough, that broke my grip. So I had to call my vet, like, hey, we gotta cancel this appointment again because I'm in the same standoff with my cat as I was when I called you earlier to reschedule. And then Friday, I was trying to call to just be like, yo, I saw her eat and drink today. Should I just let her sit for the weekend and see if she's okay Monday? And I got a busy signal for an hour straight. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just not going to go. And I'm obviously not going to call because I've been trying to call for the last hour to cancel this fucking appointment. So fuck it. I'll just wait and see if she's better on Monday. And if not, I'll call a different fucking vet. And luckily by Monday she was fine. So I didn't have to worry about it. Different medical facility. Because WWE. Medical facility. We can't say hospital. Anyway. But yeah. Yeah. 450 episodes coming up next week. You realize this?
No.
450 fucking episodes.
We got 50 more till we hit 500.
I know. And I'm thinking of, like, I want to do a new intro. Because this one's been through, like, 3 co-hosts now. But it's like, do I wait till 500 or do I do it now? So, like, I can do it now or I can wait a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Might do it now. Haven't decided. That might be what I talked to Scott Leffler about on Here's the Thing next Tuesday on All WNY Radio at 6 o'clock. He's coming back. He's got his show back. Starts next Tuesday, 6 p.m. with special guest Zach Ward. I got the notes on the format for the show, but I'll let you guys find out about that if you want to tune in and see what Scott's up to. Sounds like an interesting couple hours on the air. I won't get to listen to the whole thing because I'm probably going to the Pretty Reckless show.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, speaking of shows, oh look, I already have the event page up for this one. It is Bug Day's EP release show with Relentless Moisture and Goat Farm. Those are band names. Bug Day EP release show with Relentless Moisture and Goat Farm. $10 cover, 21 plus at the door. 18 to 20-year-old entry with advance ticket available at bugjar.com until 12:30 p.m. day of the show. 8 p.m. doors, 9 p.m. tunes. That's at the Bug Jar, 219 Monroe Avenue in Rochester, New York, this Friday night at 8 p.m. So if you're out that way and not making the drive up to see Green Jello, this might be something to check out. And this is Bug Day, and the song is called Not What It's For on All WNY, the Think So Joe Show. That was Bug Day. Bug Day? Is that what? Yeah, Bug Day. It's tiny on the screen over there. And the song called Not What It's For on all WNY Think So Joe show. Check them out at the Bug Jar on Friday night, 219 Monroe Avenue in Rochester. If you're not coming out to Buffalo, I almost said Niagara Falls. Sam's got me all confused now. Come out to Buffalo at Nietzsche's for Green Jello, where we'll be playing at 11:30 at night. Theoretically, let's see if this is... Nah, if it's 9 p.m. tunes, you're not going to be able to do both. I'll say theoretically you might be able to do both, but no, there's no way you're making that drive.
We'll be sleeping in the car when Green Jello goes on.
Dude. Yeah, I know, like, everybody I've talked to is like, oh man, like, you guys are going out at what time? Like, Max's friend that I saw at the Bouncing Souls last night, he goes, I was like, yeah, man, they're going on at like 10:30, and then we're on 11:30, and Green Jello's on at like 12:30. He goes, they're on at what time? And he said, I got to get up at 6 a.m, man. I might not come. Like, fair enough. What advice would you give the CEO, John? What advice would you give the CEO of American Express?
What kind of advice?
I don't know, just any advice. What advice would you give a guy who probably has millions of dollars?
Invest.
Sure, there you go. Invest your millions of dollars. No,
Is
not gonna do it with me.
Is it current?
No, that's it's the primetime players.
Oh. Current has money.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Shad. Anyway, what a way to die, man.
Drowned.
He drowned trying to save his son, and he saved his son.
But he's still drowned.
I mean, he drowned. His son got caught up in a riptide, and he like went out to save his son, saved his son, and he got caught up in it and fucking drowned. So what a way to fucking go. Died a hero, man.
Died a hero, yeah.
Absolutely died a hero. But yeah, that's very sad. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, that song took a minute to get going, didn't it? I'm just sitting here like, look, because like we got the waveforms on the screen here, and there's nothing. Like, there's stuff playing, but there's like no waveform to this, and I'm just sitting here like, does this song get louder at any point? Like, oh, there it is. Primetime players was Titus and Darren. Yes, I know, but he also mentioned Crime Time, so we're talking about Chad and JTG. Especially since Darren and Titus are still with us. But anyway, yeah, so yeah. Sounds like a nice little show at the Bug Jar. Couple of interesting names for those bands. Relentless Moisture and Goat Farm.
Those are some names.
You think like people who are
Hey Joe.
You think people who are like offended by the word moist, like the ones that cringe when they hear it, you think they'd be offended by that band name Relentless Moisture? Like, I was thinking about that the other day, because like people don't like the word moist, but what about the word moisture?
Moist.
Like, if anybody doesn't like the word moist in the chat, does the word moisture bother you? Are you planning on watching Hulk Hogan's new wrestling product? I haven't even watched his stupid little vignettes that he's done with Eric Bischoff.
There's
so
gonna be a
no.
third guy, man.
They apparently announced the third guy, and it was nobody I ever heard of. So who cares? It was an MMA fighter or some shit, I think. Dude, like, I don't care.
Acting like they're the NWO.
Bro, I'm already watching WWE and AEW and TNA. Like, I don't want to watch any more shit.
They changed the sports entertainment forever. One time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just all I know is that I believe in Joe Hendry.
Don't say his name.
I think I might start saying his name until he actually appears. Yeah. They did that on NXT last night. Commentary was talking about him and he appeared. But yeah, anyway. I think we can talk wrestling this week because we got Michael Delano, his band, later in the show, and he was the one that said we could talk about wrestling. So But then we don't want to turn off casual viewers who don't like wrestling. So I tell you what, I've been reading all these old. I get the like Electronic Gaming Monthly did their back catalog. Like they put up access to it for sale. So you can read all the old Electronic Gaming Monthly issues. And then eventually we're going to get access to EGM2 and all the special editions. But like I've been reading through them, just flipping through, just kind of looking at like how video games evolved over the course of like I'm in 1999 right now. So like how video games evolved from like 93 when like the Super Nintendo came out through like 99 when we've got the Dreamcast on the way. And like WWF Attitude had just come out because Stone Cold Steve Austin was on the cover of the issue. And like THQ just got the rights to WWE and EA got the rights to WCW, and it's just like and also I've been really paying attention to a game in these magazines that is listed as 12 Tales Conquer 64. Are you familiar with the character Conquer?
No.
Okay. So there is a game for Nintendo 64. It is called Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now, what the magazine is showing as 12 Tales Conquer 64 is basically it is what became Conker's Bad Fur Day. And the like language in the magazine is, "Oh, look how cute this game is. This game is adorable." You know what Conker's Bad Fur Day ended up being? It's a drunken, foul-mouthed squirrel trying to save his girlfriend from kidnappers, making all kinds of movie references. He fights the Great Mighty Pooh. He like literally fighting a giant shit monster who's singing a song. I am the Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. So it's just crazy that I'm reading about this, you know, this game's still coming. This game's still coming. It keeps getting delayed. It keeps getting delayed. It keeps getting delayed. And like now on the other side of this, like I know what this game is. I've played this game multiple times. I've beaten this game multiple times. I have the remake and the original, and I'm just I'm still bummed we never got a sequel. But I'm just reading this like about how this game's gonna be it's gonna be an adorable platformer, just like Banjo-Kazooie. Like, nope. That's not what it turned out to be at all. So it's in like the issue I just read had like the first preview of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And like a couple issues earlier were just like, oh, if you don't know about Pokemon, it's coming to the US. Like, damn, man. Like, it's so crazy to be reading all this shit from 1999, knowing what you know now about like how big Tony Hawk Pro Skater became, how big Pokemon is still to this day. So you can go on Google right now. This is the thing. I was doing this earlier. I wasted so much fucking time doing this earlier. You can go on Google. And if you search, John, name a Pokemon, any Pokemon.
Charizard.
All right. Charizard. There we go. Charizard. Now watch what happens. If I pull this up, you see right here, there's a little Pokeball.
Yeah.
Right on the bottom of the screen, you get this Pokeball. You press the Pokeball. There's Charizard. And I just caught a Charizard on Google.
Oh.
You could do this with you name any of the first generation Pokemon. You could catch them on Google.
Oh, I used to play the game.
Yeah, dude, if you know the names of the characters, you can Google all of them. I've caught 100 of the 151. Is that Mewtwo? Is that what's telling me I want to catch now?
You ever when R-Truth and Goldust was playing that? They go through the ring.
Yeah. Mewtwo.
That's funny.
Well, I got a Master Ball. Let's see if I catch Mewtwo. He's in the mall. He's in the Master Ball. This is just on Google. You can literally go on Google. You just search for any Pokemon, and a little Pokeball will pop up, and I caught Mewtwo. I'm at 101 of the 150. You can literally go play Pokemon on Google right now. You could go catch a Pokemon if you know the names of the characters.
It's crazy.
It's the Generation 1 Pokemon though, so if you do like a Generation 2 or later, like it'll still pop up with the Pokeball, but it won't catch them. Like it'll just go straight to the list of like the ones you've caught. But like that's how fucking big Pokemon is, and like these magazines I'm reading from like 1999 are like, oh man, if you guys don't know what Pokemon is, it's coming to the US. If it gets anywhere near as big as it got in Japan, it's gonna be huge. It's like, damn, how right they were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also talking about 12 Tales, Conquer 64, which ultimately became Conquer's Bad Fur Day, which was the complete opposite of what they were describing. But yeah, man, it's been crazy, just kind of, because like you see all the and then like even the ads and shit, so you see that late 90s attitude, right? Not just, it wasn't just a WWF thing for the Attitude Era, you know, it was just, that was the 90s. The late 90s was exactly that attitude.
Yeah.
And I'm just flipping through this magazine. I found an ad for the Family Values Tour CD, the first one, with Korn and Ice Cube and Limp Bizkit and all them. And I grabbed a screenshot of it because I'm like, I'm going to share this on social media at some point. I haven't done it yet because I didn't have time. But it was just, it's so crazy to see like all this shit that was happening in the late 90s that is just so culturally relevant even today. Like South Park. You know, like South Park was relatively new around then. And just like, you know, they're talking about it because they got the first video game came out, the first South Park game. And it's just like so crazy to know how big these things got. What is this dude sending me? I'm going to have to check that out when we go to song. Oh, he just got a new guitar. All right. I have to look at that. Anyway. But yeah, just so crazy to just see the beginnings of these things. Like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like Pokemon, like how big the WWF was back then, and WCW, and just how, you know, like, you know, how revolutionary a game that today you would look at, like Mario 64. A kid today playing Mario 64, they're like, this ain't nothing. But how fucking important that game was to the history of video games in general. Just the way that game, because Conquer, it plays just like Mario, except you're playing as a drunken foul-mouthed squirrel, a drunken greedy foul-mouthed squirrel, trying to rescue his rabbit girlfriend. There's a spot on there where there's a sunflower with giant boobs, and you have to bounce off the boobs to get up to some cash. That's the kind of game that game became. And EGM's like, oh, this game's gonna be so adorable when it comes out. Like, nope. I mean, kinda, but not really. Not you know, but like in an edgy 90s, like standing out from everything else kind of way.
Yeah,
it's insane. There's like all the fucking ads in there. And I'm flipping through and I'm seeing the ads for this game called Loaded, which came out on PlayStation, and then it later came out on like Saturn and a couple of other systems. I never played the game, but I have an old guitar laying around here somewhere that I, you know, found in my grandparents' attic that I commandeered, and it has been my guitar ever since. But it's a shitty guitar, so I never play it. Like it's broken, it's missing pieces and shit. But we painted it up. We put like Metallica logos on it, put a bunch of stickers on it. And one of the things that's on there is from the ad for that game Loaded. It says, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." And I have the ED covered up at the end of Loaded, because "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned" is the first line of one of the songs on the Metallica album Load. So it's like, yeah, that's perfect. I got to put that on the guitar. And I found that ad in the old EGM issues that I was reading. Which, speaking of Load, I need $300. Metallica's releasing the Load box set. They're taking pre-orders right now.
You think I am?
I think you're a guy who owes me $2,000.
I owe you $2,000.
You owe me somewhere. I think we established that I was cutting it off at $2,000 because it was $1,000, and then you borrowed more from me.
First of all, I bought T-shirts. I buy concert tickets. I haven't bought concert tickets.
But when you buy the T-shirts, it's because I bought the concert tickets, and when you buy concert tickets, I buy the T-shirts.
Wait, that money off though? Buying T-shirts?
If I'm spending $35 on a ticket, then you spend $35 on a T-shirt. That cancels it out. That's paying me back for the tickets. Okay, I guess you're. So it doesn't. So I'm not. The tickets don't add on to what you owe me, and the T-shirt doesn't take off of what you owe me. It cancels itself. So yeah, you're probably still at $1,000. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. You owe me more than $300, and the box set costs $300. I don't need the box set, dude. I seriously don't need the box set. Yeah. I seriously don't need I don't have room for the box set. They will put all the shit from the box set up online. I will just stream the rare shit, which I did with like every album except the Black Album. I actually fucking bought the Black Album. But then again, it might be a remaster of Load. Well, then I could just buy the album. I don't fucking know. Anyway, they just announced that they're reissuing Load. And I'm like, yes, I've been waiting for this, but I'm broke. And I gotta come up with money for Sublime tickets.
Mm.
Sublime and the Interrupters are coming to CPAC.
Yeah.
Yeah. In August, I think. I was already talking with somebody about going, but then I saw that like all of their friends they usually hang out with wanted to go, so I'm like, you know, if they go with their friends, then I can like John really needs to go see the Interrupters. So either way, you need to come with me and see the Interrupters at CPAC.
Where's that?
It's in Canandaigua. It's an hour and a half away.
You do that.
Yeah, you need to do that. You've never seen the Interrupters, bro. You had tickets to go see the Interrupters and you couldn't go. They're such a good band. I just wish they were fucking headlining, but no, because it's Sublime and that's the bigger name. The Interrupters are opening.
Mm.
Like, come on. Like, I know Bradley Nowell's kid sounds an awful lot like Bradley Nowell, but
yeah, Sublime though.
Like, come on, it's is it really Sublime? Like is the Pantera I saw a couple of weeks ago really Pantera?
I mean, it is his son, so
that's fair. The singer for the drummer for H2O, one of the bands I saw last night, was the singer's son, which I thought was really cool. The rest of the dudes on stage were in their 50s and 60s, but the kid was good. And it's one of Brandon's favorite bands.
Okay.
So I was like, Brandon, you have to come with me to get in line for the H2O merch table. He said, okay. I said, dude, when we get up there, I need you to pick out a vinyl for me. You tell me which one to buy. Which one should be my first H2O album. So he helped me pick out my first H2O album.
Nice.
And apparently he knew the merch guy too, because the merch guy was like, oh yeah, this dude knows everything about this band. Like, yeah, I know.
I did get my drums.
You did get your drums, good.
They're in the trailer.
Okay, good. Because we're gonna need as much room as we can in the car for these three amps tonight. Nick wasn't even gonna bring his, but then we volunteered it to Abandoned Trains, so he's got to bring it now.
No, I don't have the car seat in the car. So.
Okay, yeah, no, it should be fine. Even if you did, you could just throw it in here till you got back. But no, because you would have had to put it back in because you had to take that with you.
I took it out so I could fit the drums.
It's fine, dude. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, we just got to grab the guitar amps tonight, and then we're probably good. Because they were looking for a bass cab to use, and I was like, I don't want to volunteer my bass player's cab, but I can ask. And they're like, well, would you mind asking? Like, all right, cool. So I asked Nick. He's like, I wasn't even going to bring my amp. But yeah, Angel's cool. He could use it. Like, all right, cool. And then I volunteered my guitar cab. Like, okay, you guys can use my guitar shit too. So.
Yeah.
And then Brandon got confused about what fucking group chat he was in. He's in the punk rock prom chat. Like, well, no, you said Abandoned Trains could use this. Like, yeah, for Green Jello on Friday. They're not on this show. He's like, that's what happens when we keep playing shows together. Like, yeah, I know, but it's punk rock prom, man. Mm-hmm. That is a brain dead and bastard show.
Mm-hmm.
which we were debating making it 18 plus, but we decided against it. We figured it wasn't going to be worth the extra money.
Yeah.
Because what happened was I took last year's punk rock prom flyer and I just made it purple and put the correct bands on it. And on 2 of the 3 flyers, I changed the 18 to 21. But on the one that's on Facebook, it still says 18. So when I sent the guy from Nietzsche's the link, it said 18 plus. He's like, well, we can do 18 plus, but it's an extra $100 for extra security and extra, we got to have wristbands and whatever. I'm like, you know what? Let me think about that for a minute. I'll get right back to you. And I brought it up in the group chat, and I also texted my kid because she's 20. She couldn't come to the show if it's 21, but she could come if it's 18. So I was like, hey, if we made this 18 plus, is that something you and your friends might be interested in? And she said, well, my one friend would have gone, but she's moving out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And her boyfriend lives in Canada, so like with the current border situation, he doesn't want to try and drive into the country. So it's like, all right, completely understandable. So, and then I got back to the group chat and everybody's like, nah, keep it 21. All right, cool. So 21 plus it is. Punk Rock Prom, July 12th at Nietzsche's. Living Braindead, Bastard, Skyway, Rags to Stitches, and Janie Crash and the Tall Men.
Which you play with all.
We have played with all. Well, no, we've never played.
There we have.
We kind of played with Skyway.
Music is art.
Yeah, you can. I guess you can make the argument that we've played with Skyway, but we've never been like on an actual like non-festival bill with them.
Who's the loudest drummer? We'll find out.
We're gonna find. Yeah, we got the 2 loud drummers. We're also gonna figure out which one of us volunteered a drum kit for fucking Rags to Stitches because I don't remember. I
wasn't notified, so
I don't know if it was. I mean, the conversation happened like a month ago, and I do not remember who volunteered. It might have been you, but I don't know. I would not volunteer your shit on your behalf. I would have asked you. So if it was you, but if it was you,
yeah,
you would know.
This chat died.
Yeah, I mean, what else is new? We're getting close to to that last half hour. Bastard had practice tonight. So look at this. If I sit just like this, the Bastard shirt says LOL. We just cut off the bottom half there.
Yeah, they're not wrestling fans.
LOL. I think Brandon dresses as Macho Man all the time.
I know.
So, and I bought the shirt from Brandon, so I'm assuming Brandon is the wrestling fan in the group. But yeah, I saw this design. I'm like, I have to have one, and he brought it to our old practice spot when we were practicing down on off Military there. But yeah, no, it's yeah. Punk Rock Prom's gonna be a blast this year. That's gonna be a lot of fun with those bands. And I know like you're like, oh, Andy's gonna win. Andy's gonna get best dressed. But I mean, I wouldn't put it past Janie Crash and the Tall Men to show up looking outstanding. They are they may be a folk punk band, but they clean up nice. I can imagine they might give you a run for your money.
Or I'll still be champion.
We'll see. I don't know. I got a couple of people that I'm thinking of asking, like, hey, help me come up with a wardrobe for Punk Rock Prom.
No, you need help. Come on.
What the fuck do I know about fashion?
I don't know anything.
What am I going to do? Go buy a $13,000 fucking jacket like Seth Rollins was wearing on Raw the other night? Did you see that post?
Is that how much it was?
$13,000. It was like $13,600, I think.
I mean, he has the money.
Yeah, dude. Like they showed this.
Yeah, look, the glass is kind of freaky, but they were pretty cool.
And it was $13,000 for just the jacket without the fucking glasses. $13,600.
He's rich.
Yeah, $13,600 just for, and he's never gonna wear it again.
No, he only wears it once, he says.
Yeah, he's never going to wear it again. He wore a $13,000 jacket on Monday Night Raw.
You have the money. Spend it.
Yeah, I guess. Well, coming up on Friday night here in Buffalo, it is the legendary punk rock puppet show that is Green Jello.
Oh, boy.
And that is going to be Green Jello with the Living Braindead, Bastard, 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 Abandoned Trains, Crux of Torment, and Different Planets. Friday, May 2nd, 21 plus, 9 p.m. doors at Nietzsche's, 248 Allen Street, Buffalo, New York, 14201. Tickets at greenjellonietzsche's.eventbrite.com, or you could get them from Bastard, 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 or you could get them from Rosie from Green Jello.
Mm-hmm.
I think Abandoned Trains might have them, but we don't do the ticket selling thing, so we didn't take any. But we're also celebrating Bill Manspeaker's birthday Friday night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's going to be a long show.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's already going to be a long show, but it's Bill's birthday,
Well,
so
it's
we're
Bill's
celebrating.
birthday.
We're celebrating Bill's birthday,
Happy
and we're
birthday,
gonna
buddy.
and to get you ready for the show, we're gonna play a song from our band, the Living Braindead. John, why don't you tell them what the name of the song is?
I don't want to. Hi, this is John, the drummer for the Living Braindead. And this song is Everyone's Having Sex But Me.
Here it is on All WNY. Think so, Joe Show.
Turn the lights down low. Where do we go from here? My headache's coming on 'cause I stopped drinking whiskey hours ago. So I make your sweat pour. I can feel your blood flow. Let me show you the door. Case in hand, I lock it tight. Once again, live by the moonlight. I close the door from music stuff. The night is long, but there's a temporary. Against the world, fucking fight. This love, weapons ready. It's a pretty little thing with fire in her soul. We call her warm, we call her fragile. She's a lovely little thing, perfect damsel in distress. We call her weak, we call her powerless. They can't see the pain, they can't feel her. The attention that she loads as she's hacking up her skirt. All the scars she wears from pulling out her hair. She's a pretty little thing. She's a pretty little thing. I close her up, no music stuff. The night is long, but there's a temporary. Against the world, fuck the fight. This love, weapons ready. Weapons ready. Weapons ready. I close her off from music stuff. The night is long, but there's a temporary. Against the world, fuck the fight. This is rush, weapons ready. I close her off from music stuff. The night is long, but there's a temporary. Against the world, fuck the fight.
That was the Living Braindead. The song was called
Fuck you.
somebody so Friday, last Friday, I'm out at the Kaz,
Yeah.
and I am bored out of my fucking skull waiting for the band to start because my friend wasn't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just standing there. I don't know anybody. I knew one person. He was in one of the bands, so I saw him for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know he was there until he came up to me like, "Oh, hey man," you know. But so I'm just like, let's see if anybody's like, because I gave out a bunch of download cards over the course of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I'm like, let's see if anybody's listened to our shit. And like, oh shit, people are like 5 fucking people have listened to us on Bandcamp in like just that day. And I'm like, what the? That's an interesting, like, nobody's listened to us since I gave out these cards. Now all of a sudden we got 4 people in a single day listening to our shit on Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got an order for a digital copy.
Yeah.
Then we got an order for a vinyl. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like all of a sudden, and it was like somebody in Indiana that none of us knew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who the fuck is buying our record in Indiana? And you know, then the show started and the bands were awesome, and I didn't think anything of it until the next day, going in the band email, and Frank from Channel 33 RPM here on YouTube, great channel. If you collect vinyl, it is like an essential channel to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love Frank. He does an amazing job. A lot of the vinyl accessories I have and like custom vinyl shit I have is because I saw it on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I get this email from Frank, and he says, "Hey man, you know, I just want to let you know I got the album," because I sent him an album like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
"Hey man, I just want to let you know I got the album. I've listened to it a couple of times. I really dig it, man. I gave it a review on the channel last night. Here's the link." And I go watch this video, and he gives us an amazing fucking review. He says the MVP is Jill and her vocals. And one of the comments is, "Everyone's having sex but me" by the Living Braindead. Actually, I have it on the computer. I'm going to pull this up. I'm actually going to read this because it's a very interesting comment here. It was, and I'm 99% sure the dude was being facetious and, you know, like joking about the name of the song, but let me see, screenshots and sort by date, and that's this one. So the comment says, "Everyone's having sex but me" by the Living Braindead will go down in history as a punk anthem along with God Save the Queen, London Calling, and Death or Glory. I'm pretty sure he was not serious about that. But I wanted to put
a good song. It's one of
it is,
best.
it's a great fucking song. I wanted to put that on a t-shirt, but apparently like YouTube comments are considered copyrighted.
Mm.
So I would have to get the dude's permission to put it on a t-shirt. And I don't want to fucking be like, "Yo, can I put that on a t-shirt?" without like offering him any kind of compensation for it. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would love to have that on a t-shirt just because that's hilarious to me. That we're, you know, everyone's having sex is gonna be a punk anthem like London Calling, you know, like, come on. It's a great song. Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorites off our album, but you know, we ain't the fucking Clash, bro. You know?
No.
Or the Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen, you know, but yeah, no, I was but yeah, so that's why we were getting all these orders and listens and all this shit like on Friday. I'm just like, why are we getting all that? Why are we getting all this attention all of a sudden? Yeah, Frank from fucking Channel 33 RPM goes on his channel and gives us a fucking glowing review.
That's awesome though.
I like,
much to love.
the funny thing is, the shirt I wore on Friday night was my "I Still Owe Money to Columbia House" t-shirt, which is a Channel 33 RPM t-shirt. I got that direct from, well, not direct from Frank, but his distributor. He re-released a bunch of t-shirts a couple of years ago. And one of them was the Pepsi logo, but instead of Pepsi, it says vinyl, and it says it's the choice of my generation. His distributor would not let him actually do that shirt, but then so he reached out to me. He says, "Listen, man, I was told I can't do this. I was told I can't do this shirt. Do you just want a refund? Do you want one of the other shirts?" And I'm like, "Dude, give me the Columbia House one." Even though it's really fucking weird that they are giving you shit about a parody of the Pepsi logo, but they're letting you straight up put the Columbia House logo on a t-shirt. So he sent me the Columbia House one in lieu of not being able to send me the Pepsi one. And I happened to be wearing that shirt the other night. And when we were getting all these orders because he featured us on his channel, it's just like, holy shit, man. We're on channel 33 RPM. He's talking us up, saying how good the album is. Like, oh man, like, so and I'm pretty sure the dude that ordered the vinyl is another vinyl collector who has a channel. So we might be getting another review that somebody paid to do.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I mean, how cool is that? Like, one of my favorite YouTube channels just goes, "Hey, I just did a review." Like, I didn't ask him to do a review. I was just like, "Hey man, can I send you a vinyl?" He said, "Yeah, sure." So I sent him a vinyl. I sent him a letter. I forgot to sign the letter. But he read part of the letter on the air, and he played the record. He showed off the record. He was like, "This artwork is amazing." I'm immediately messaging the dude that did our artwork, like, "Hey Matt, you should see this." Like, you read some of the comments. They're all talking about how great the artwork is. So yeah, I mean, how cool is that? I didn't send it to him with the intent of, "Hey man, could you do a review of this?" I just sent him like, "Hey man, I think you might appreciate this. Like, we put this out on vinyl. I've been a fan of the channel for a long time. I'd like to send it to you." And he just straight up reviews out of the blue, gets us some sales, gets us some traction. Like, cool, man. I like, he's talking about us in the same fucking video. He's talking about Alice Cooper and David Bowie. Like, how are we cool enough that somebody's doing a YouTube video talking about Alice Cooper, talking about David Bowie, and talking about us?
That's pretty cool.
That's like, seriously, Alice Cooper, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're mentioned in the same fucking breath as Alice Cooper and David Bowie. Like, how?
No, he not a little.
Yeah, we'll hang out with yous with Alice Cooper. Yeah. So yeah, get talked about in the same breath as Alice Cooper and David Bowie one Friday, and go play with Green Jello the next. So that's a pretty couple of solid Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say we're gonna be dead fucking tired Friday. I am totally like sleeping the fuck in on Friday. I'm getting everything
Me
done
too.
Thursday night, sleeping the fuck in Friday.
Yep, me too.
Cause
Plan on it.
yeah, because we're gonna be up all fucking night on Friday.
Plan on sleeping during the day.
Green Jello is a long night, but it's, people come to the show, man. People see us. People will be like, "Yo, this band's cool." Might sell some records, might sell some T-shirts, might sell some CDs. I don't know.
But they asked us to open up for
And Green Jello asked us to open this show.
them. That's pretty
Like,
cool.
yeah. If you would have, I've told the story. Like, my friend Sean and I used to, he used to play Green Jello and Three Little Pigs, and like then I saw like Anarchy and Bedrock on Beavis and Butthead and shit. If you had told me I'm gonna be in a band being asked to open for that band, there's no fucking way I would have believed you back then. And now here I am, about to play a show where I was asked to open for Green Jello. Like, I'm still stoked. Shout out to Rosie for making that happen. Because they gave her the option of who she wanted to play with, and she was just like, Living Braindead, Bastard, 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 Abandoned Trains. And then we also got Crux of Torment and different planets playing on the front stage during the changeovers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be really. You're never gonna have a moment of silence, honestly, because you got bands on the front stage, in between the bands on the backstage,
Mm-hmm.
and like, yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be such a good time.
Yeah.
And I got us a new cash box that has a combination lock, so I don't have to worry about if I forget to bring the keys.
That's good.
I just got to remember the combination.
But Jill had it under control. She got it open.
Yeah, no, yeah, we had like 6 people breaking our cash box open.
Yeah, that was fun.
This one's a lot cheaper too. I feel like it would be a lot easier to break into, but
That's fun. That was great.
but it was, you know,
good times.
yeah. But like I used a random number generator to come up with the password and then immediately forgot the password. I knew like the first and last digit. So like, all right, I just got to figure out what the one in the middle is, which is easy. That's nothing. You just scroll through and you just, nope, that wasn't it. Okay, that's not it. Nope, okay, that was it. And then I took a picture of what the combination is. And I'm thinking I'm going to change the combination every show.
Okay.
So, security. But yeah, I didn't want to use the same passcode I use on my like luggage shit when I travel. My luggage locks. I got TSA approved. TSA approved luggage locks to lock up my backpack, and they're combination locks, so they're 3 digits, and it's like I wish they were more digits, but I dropped like $16 on this cash box because I was gonna buy one at Office Max, but it was 30, and I'm like, I wonder if I could get a combination cash box on Amazon for cheaper. And it was like, oh, here's one for 17. What color do you want it in? I almost got it in red, but I got it in black. I figured black would be better. So yeah, but yeah, dude, I don't think I've stayed home at all in the last week. Thursday I went to the pet store, and Friday I went to the Cas, and Saturday I went band practice into Niagara Falls, or Buffalo according to the bands. Sunday I went to look at an apartment with my ex-wife because she wanted to use me as a reference, and I'm like, yo, it's down the street from me. I'll go with you to look at it.
I gotta say, I'm proud of Sam. They fucking
oh, dude, they were
amazing.
They were great.
Fucking amazing.
They were great. But he
Holy
kept
shit.
saying Buffalo.
That's when you lost him.
I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, Nick walked away. Lucido walked away because he kept saying Buffalo.
But they killed it. They're so good.
Oh, they were great.
They're fucking amazing.
And then Monday I went for a walk.
Much love, brother.
Monday I went for a long walk. Ended up at the mall. And then Tuesday I went for a walk. It was gonna rain, so I took a bus back. Instead of, because I was like, I'm just gonna walk up to Dairy Queen, and then I was like almost at Dairy Queen. I'm like, man, it's gonna rain. I'm gonna walk back.
This is your last chance. There's 2 more bands, as Joe said. There's 2 more bands.
It's literally the first thing we hear when we walk in the place is, this is your last chance, Buffalo. Like, first of all,
get down.
Like first of all, we're not in Buffalo. Second of all, there's 2 more bands. I'm pretty sure we got another chance to
What
mosh.
did you say about the dancing?
What did I say about the dancing? I don't remember.
They're all throwing-
Kickboxing classes in session, something like that. I don't know.
That's how they do it.
Oh,
That's
man.
how they get down. Sam just got added to that show on Saturday.
I saw.
He's playing at 3:00.
You know what? I managed to avoid playing any Frostfest bands today.
I'm sorry, Adam. I really am.
Adam
They're all
don't-
good.
Adam don't watch this show. If he does, I'm sorry, Adam. Frostfest is Saturday at Evening Star.
I actually will be there for Sam's set.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah, I'm stopping
I thought
by.
you. Okay, I'm not.
Stopping by.
Have fun.
And then I'm probably leaving.
Maybe I'll go with you. I don't know. How much?
$20.
Maybe I'll go with you. because I thought we were paying $25 at the door this past show.
That was $20.
Ended up being 20, so I still got 20 in my wallet. So
I'll
maybe
talk to Sam.
maybe I'll go with you. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Frostfest is this Saturday. If anybody's wondering, it's at Evening Star. You could go.
He goes on, yeah.
I don't know what
The
time
doors-
everybody goes
doors-
on.
Doors open at 1. He goes on at 3 o'clock.
When Legions Fall is apparently headlining. But yeah,
We did see her.
we did. We saw Jenny.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Good to see her.
I love Jenny. She's amazing.
Nicest person.
Yeah, I just don't like one day a month in Niagara Falls is too much. Well, I guess technically Saturday is next month.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. Michael Delano is playing Saturday night though.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But we had like before we got there, like I wonder if the XM boys are gonna be there. They
Sure
were.
enough,
They're right in front of the door.
Three of the four of them.
Hey, what's up? Oh!
3 of the 4 of them sitting right there waiting for, like, not waiting for us because they didn't know we were coming, but they were outside having a smoke and just.
I could be part of that family.
You could be. Dude, do you know how many times I've seen Nick John Gabriel Lucido in the past 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
I love that man to death, but I have seen
Word.
him so many fucking times in the past 2 weeks.
I'm in talks with them.
Yeah.
Being their drummer.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes.
Other things going on this week is Bit Brigade performs Super Mario World in F-Zero live tomorrow night at Ironworks. I was invited to that, and then the person that invited me can't go. And I felt so fucking bad. Like, they told me they couldn't go, and I'm like, didn't I see you post, like, a Super Nintendo a couple of months ago? And they're like, yeah, I found it in my parents' house. That's my child. I'm like, that's your childhood Super Nintendo? That's so fucking cool. I still have my childhood Genesis. We should do a photo shoot. And they seemed up for it, so I might be doing a photo shoot for Sega Genesis versus Super Nintendo.
Oh, nice.
That'd be, it seems like a cool concept. I just don't know what the hell we would do with it. But I was like, no, we should take it. We're holding the controllers, you know, like. So, but they can't go, so I don't know if I'm gonna go. That's Thursday. That's tomorrow night. Bit Brigade at Ironworks. Like, I know all the Super Mario World music. I don't know. I never played F-Zero, so I don't know the music from F-Zero. But I've seen Super Mario World. Long with Stress Downs, Goodbye Metro, and Taka live on Friday. I don't know where that is. Probably Milky's, if I had to guess. Let's click on it. Let's find out. Hey, look, I was right. It's at Milky's. That sounded like a Milky's bill.
Milky's. What's up, Milky's? We'll be there soon.
Yeah, it's
no.
they haven't announced us for this show yet, but we're playing there June something or other, and I'm just like, yay, Milky's. I have never had a good time playing at Milky's, and I am hoping that playing with Abandoned Trains and Urban Achievers will fucking change that, because I love Angel to death, and I was having a very miserable night the last time we played with Knuten, and that night turned the fuck around. And ended up being one of my favorite, ended up being a really good night. That was Good Bar. The one time we've played Good Bar. Which, can we talk about how there's a lack of venues for punk bands to play?
Yeah.
I'm very, I was talking to Brandon about it last night, because, we got handed a flyer. I'm like, where's this show? Oh, it's at, it was at a venue. I don't know where I put the flyer, but it was at a venue. It was at Duende. This is like a DIY, kind of a DIY venue.
Yeah.
So it's like, here's what we've got for venues where punk bands can play. I will answer your question when I am done, Brandon. Anyway, here's what we got. We got Nietzsche's, which apparently we can do 18 plus shows, which is good to know. But it's typically 21 plus. It costs an extra good. It costs 33% more to add to make it 18 plus. And they book 2 shows in a day, so you're working around the other show too, and the parking sucks there. There's Good Bar, which is it's upstairs at Good Bar for punk bands. For original bands. So you got to lug all your gear up the fucking stairs. The sound is very hit or miss there. depending on your sound guy. We were fortunate when we played there. We had Smidge, and he did an amazing fucking job. Smidge, the drummer for Roy G. Biv. And also parking sucks there. And also they make you jump through, they used to, I don't know if they still do, but they made me jump through a lot of hoops to book there back in the day. And then we've got like just a bunch of DIY venues. So it's either you're stuck with 21 plus on Allen Street with no parking. You're stuck with 21 plus upstairs, having to lug your gear upstairs with no parking, and possibly a 50% chance of getting shitty sound. Or you're stuck with playing at a venue where nobody knows where it is because they have to ask a punk to find out. Like,
all the soup.
we need more venues. We need venues that will host punk bands, and that's not a knock on any of the venues that I don't think would like. We're never gonna play the Kaz. Those are prestige bands playing there. That's like Grace Logan and Friends. That's Uncle Ben's Remedy. That's fucking all these like very like proper. Not that Uncle Ben's is a proper band, but like
Never say never, though.
never say never. Sure,
Never say never.
but like After Dark won't fucking touch us. So
Zachy, I'm
so
gonna talk to you, buddy.
are we playing Town Ballroom, Rec Room? We ain't doing that. Like
You never know. We just
Maybe.
we just have to sell tickets if you want to do that.
I don't want to fucking sell tickets. That was we got offered a show and they're like, oh, you get $5 for every ticket you sell. Like,
Yeah, but then you sell your merch and you make
like-
money off that.
like I don't want like it's.
it's-
But let me, I want to say this before we go because we're almost out of time here. I do want to say this. It is 2025. Online ticket sales are a thing. I will never, when I put on a show as a promoter, I will never ask a band to sell tickets. Never. If I want to sell pre-sale tickets, Eventbrite
I'm
exists.
just saying, their fans might like our band. We don't know, but I understand. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I'm about the music, not the money.
I agree, but also like I'd like to have money to put into the band.
That's
to put
why-
into like
That's why we have merch.
yeah. But I mean, like, it would also be nice to have money off the door so we can.
Yeah, you're right.
What are we making? Like $3 off a shirt for what we're selling them for? Like, we could probably charge more, but I don't want to do that because, again, not about the money. We want the fans to be able to afford shit. Like, that's. But also, I want to be able to put money into like the next album. Put money into like to like physical copies of the next album.
Or photo shoot.
Photo shoots because we still
that.
need to do one of those. But
Yeah.
my point being, like,
Yeah. No, I get it.
but my point is not about the money. My point is about the act of here's tickets to sell. I don't agree with it. Not in this day. 20 years ago, sure. When I first started playing in a band, sure. Now, Eventbrite exists. I can literally go set up an event page for the punk rock prom, sell tickets that way. I don't need to give money. I don't need to give physical tickets to the bands. We can sell digital tickets on fucking line. People can show their phone at the fucking door and get in. Like, so that's always been a problem for me is like, oh, you have to sell tickets. I'll never ask a band to sell tickets on a show I'm promoting. And to each their own. You know what I mean? I know that's for some of these promoters, that's the way they've been doing it for
Years.
10, 20 years now. It's a thing I don't like to do. Who the fuck do I know that I'm going to sell a ticket to? Like, my mom going to buy a ticket?
For support.
My mom's not going to buy a ticket. Anyway. I digress. I went off on a rant there, but whatever. But but again, at the level we're at, people just pay at the fucking door.
Yeah.
We ain't selling out these places. People pay at the door.
At the door.
But we got Sunday Rain is back, louder and stronger than ever. The high energy rock and roll band returns to the stage for their first comeback show at Jackrabbit on Saturday, May 3rd from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. It's 2 full hours of raw, unapologetic rock. $5 at the door. And if Michael hit me up like, hey man, you want to come to the show? I got tickets. Maybe I would buy them. I probably wouldn't. I probably would just be like, I'll get it at the door, man. Because I'm for these local shows, I'm not thinking like, I usually don't even know about them until I program the show on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not thinking ahead about these things. I'm like, what am I doing this weekend? Oh, hey, Sunday Rain's playing Saturday night. Maybe I'll go. And I might, but I might not, because that 12 a.m. ending and trying to get home from fucking Elmwood at that time is not exactly cheap. But I might still go because I love Michael and I think he's an amazing artist. His mom was in the chat earlier and I was talking him up a lot. And Sunday Rain is
really good.
Sunday Rain's a great band. I've seen them play once. And so it's great to have them back. And we're going to play them right now to get out of here. So this is our last song today. It is by Sunday Rain. It is called Falling. I thought I had to look closer because I thought it might have said Failing. It says Falling. Falling is the name of the song.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Episode
Bye.
450.
Bye, friends.
She walked 4 miles just to cleanse myself of her. I looked through files and I let it out to blur. I took your tongue and I rubbed it on the floor. For you, my dear, there is not much left to hold now. I'm falling from the skies. Disguise. Oh yeah, I'm breaking. I'm falling from the sky. But this time I'm getting up again. You took my heart and you threw it in the trash. You put all your regrets into everything you cashed. You had no more love that you could ever seem to give. 'Cause I took and took, but I would never let you live. Now I'm falling from the skies. Disguise. Oh yeah, I'm breaking. I'm falling from the sky. Oh yeah, I'm breaking. I'm falling from the skies. Disguise. I'm breaking.